way. Moon sugar is a spice used in many Khajiiti dishes. Calling it cat drugs is demeaning to me and my people.
I may have spoken harshly, but moon sugar is dangerous. It's used to make skooma, as your people know very well. And therefore, it's a drug. If skooma is illegal, moon sugar should also be.
Preposterous. That's like saying we should stop growing golden pears because they are used to make ale. You elves are too much for me sometimes, always losing sight of the forest for the trees. Well, what do you think? Yes, you there. What are your thoughts on this?
Set this Khajiit straight. Moon sugar has important cultural significance to the Khajiiti, but some people use moon sugar to make the drug skooma. Making moon sugar illegal hinders skooma vendors, and that's a good thing.
Tell this high elf she's being ridiculous. Yes, moon sugar is used to make skooma, but Khajiit use it as a spice. It's a facet of Khajiiti cultural cuisine. Moon sugar shouldn't be regulated because some people use it for the wrong reasons. Finally, one who understands this Khajiit. If only this one's neighbors could be as accommodating and wise. The High Elf should listen to you. Hear that, High Elf? The Traveler agrees with me. Your people are haughty and oppressive.
I can't believe you drug-addled cats were allowed to join the Dominion. Why do you encourage her behavior? These blasted cat people need to learn that some customs will not be accepted in the Dominion. I'm glad it's not people like you making the rules around here.
Khajiit is happy to meet someone who understands us. Malira thought the elves would be more welcoming.
Brackenleaf Spryers built this shrine as tribute to the animals of Grotwood. We're hunters who seek balance in all things. Most of us are wood elves native to Grotwood, but any who wish to learn the ways of the forest can undertake our trials and join our ranks, assuming they survive. Within Brackenleaf's forest, just outside of Haven, bordered by the long coast, our leader's name is Glarus. If you choose to seek her out, do yourself a favor. Be respectful, and she'll do the same for you.
Ifri the Singer is the most important god we worship. We know many people, especially other elves, place Auriel higher, for Auriel's province is that of time. in itself uninterruptible and majestic. But Ifre is the now, the living moment.
My husband, Ninglenel, went for a walk yesterday morning. Said he wanted to get away from the squabbling at Eldenroot. He hasn't come back. I went looking for him this morning with our dog, and now my dog has wandered off. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. The last place I saw our dog eat was near the fork in the road that leads to Cormount, just west of here. Take this whistle. Use it when you get to the fork in the road. I'll wait here in case he comes home.
Ifre, the singer, the storyteller, who resides in the now.
Ironic. Huh. We come back to my homeland and I'm the one that falls into a ravine. I used to scale these rocks like they were stairs. I guess none of us are immune to the ravages of time. Just give me a second and I'll head back home. I knew Eat wouldn't leave me here to rot. Ms. Zahabi will be worried sick. Thank you.
You look like someone who seeks to travel while earning honest coin. Would you like to hear about a great opportunity for both of these ambitions? It's simple, really. I need someone to travel to Redfur Trading Post and inquire about my lost shipment with Arana Kane, the customs clerk. It's incredibly late, and the alchemist that ordered it is not the most patient of clients. Grand! If you could, pick up the shipment and bring it back to me. I'd go myself, but Arana Kane and I, well, we're not on the best of terms. A misunderstanding, but hazardous to my health. Tell her you're there for Tree Shade Imports.
Here you can see the ruins of Leyloria.
The customs clerk in Redford Trading Post should be able to help you locate my shipment. The client is not a patient woman, so do hurry.
Cosmo story, friend. But it is true. I have seen them with my own eyes.
Doubtful. Though I must admit my curiosity is piqued.
Mine as well. Perhaps we should arrange a nocturnal visit.
That can be arranged, though I must warn you. Daedra have been seen in the area.
The Black Sap Rebellion is all but gone. I heard the Vine Dusk Rangers used a mercenary to shut them down. You can buy in Redford, or you can buy from me to save some coin.
Nice kill. You interested in hunting something a little more dangerous? Do you smell that? The air here. It's almost sweet. Be wary. There are vampires about, and that smell means they're on the prowl. It's best you don't wander alone. I can see that. You didn't flinch when that vampire attacked. Name's Sabon. Me and my partners came here to hunt a certain vampire lord. But the infestation is worse than we thought. We could use someone like you. The beasts are feral with hunger. We're going to use it against them. Lure them into a trap. Before we get started, you really ought to meet the team. That is, if you're still interested. The camp is just south of the abandoned orc settlement. Excellent. When you arrive, I'll introduce you to the rest of my team.
Search my packs. You will find nothing. This one is innocent. Tell her, Gomani. Ah, such a shameful misunderstanding. Please, tell this guard you saw the thief that ran through here. You wouldn't want to see an innocent Khajiit spend the night in the stocks. This honorable and, if I may say so, very sleek guard has mistaken me for a common sugar thief. Please, help me clear up this misunderstanding. Hush, Gomani. If you don't have anything constructive to say, don't say anything.
Surely this scoundrel is lying. I chased him here on my own 2 legs. He was only out of sight for a flick of the tail. The blades of Mephala, eh? Such a vivid image. He must be very strong to run so fast, with all those satchels weighing him down. There must be a month's supply of moon sugar in each. Did you see where the thief went? Well, I guess there's nothing Jode's chariot can do about it now. That moon sugar will be all over town by nightfall. Shanra will not be happy. Thank you anyway. We keep the peace here in Redfur, making it safe for traders on their way to and from Eldenroot. We spend most of our time catching thieves. Return what they stole and put them in the stocks to think about what they've done. We don't hold them for long, but they usually get the message, or become better thieves. Honestly, thieves are good for business. They keep the market fluid and stop too much wealth from accumulating in one place. Until recently, Shanra would rather deal with thieves than with Thalmor bureaucrats. A reputation for being easy on thieves tends to attract thieves. The newer thieves don't give back to the people. They leave town and take their stolen goods with them. That's no good for anyone. Shanra may have to step in. He leads the Redfur trading coster. Every merchant who passes through Redfur pays him a small stipend to conduct business here. They expect a certain amount of protection from thieves in return. Jode's chariot maintains order in his name.
Thank you for playing along. You see, Gomani? This is what true friendship is. Not standing like a drooling statue as your only friend is hauled away like so many sacks of grain. Steal? I guess that's one way of looking at it. Let's say I circumvented the market. I found the price the merchant was charging unacceptable, so I set my own. What does the merchant have to complain about? His belly is full. If they are not fed, Gobani and her sisters become most unruly. Were it not for the hollow moon, they would have eaten me whole when I arrived in Redfur. Some call them thieves, but that's such an impolite term. The hollow moon's work is charitable by nature. They procure things for people who can't afford them, yes? Here, take this token to the ruined temple and see for yourself. Gobani and I know when we have outstayed our welcome, yes? A night in the stocks might not be as bad as losing a paw, but all the same.
Pardon my saying so, but you were obviously doing well for yourself. What brought you here? I'm surprised he had one left to hand out. Apologies, I should explain. Our agents give these to the infirm, so their need is not questioned when they petition us for aid. Cindertail was very liberal with his tokens. We thought his cinch tigers would be useful to have around, guard duty and such, but between his tiger's sugar habit and his handing out hollow moon tokens like candy, he practically emptied out our stores. Can you lift coin from a rich man's pocket without getting your hand stuck in it? Then talk to Valir upstairs. He might have something for you.
Feel so faint. Vadi sent you? She thinks perhaps you can do work for us. Who are you to know so little, yet offer so much? Maybe you are less interested when you hear what we do? You are familiar with the custom of property ownership, yes? I have a thing. It is mine. You take it, it is still mine, yes? Why? Because I did not give it to you. And if you are starving, and use what you took to feed your belly, is it still mine? No. Whatever you stole, food, money to buy food, silks to trade for food, it is inconsequential next to saving you from death. You think we should work for our bread, yes? But many can't work. They're injured, sick, or just too hungry. The hollow moon gives them what they need. Perhaps we're wrong to steal, but if the world were a more virtuous place, we wouldn't need to. Many of them appreciate what we do. Sometimes a merchant falls on hard times. His stock is poor, or the price of sugar is too high. Then he needs us too, yes? But what about you? Are you still interested in helping the Hollow Moon? Of course, of course. Now, I was hoping you could assist me with a rather delicate matter that has presented itself. Shanra, leader of the merchants here, has threatened to call in the Thalmor. This is a problem. Jod's chariot understands that we provide a valuable service. The Thalmor is unlikely to agree. We need to change Shanra's mind. This place was not always a trading post. It was built upon a tomb whose gauntlet of traps have kept it sealed for generations. If the stories are true, it holds untold riches. We can use them to persuade Shanra to leave us be. There lies the trouble, yes? The only known entrance to the tomb is within Jod's Hall. The place is teeming with guards. We will need their cooperation to gain entry to the tomb. Go to Jod's Hall and speak to Tulaira. If I am right, she is no happier about Shanra's decision than we are. Once you are inside, you must retrieve what treasure you can and return to me here. Thank you, my friend. While many have attempted the tomb's gauntlet of traps, none have returned to tell the tale. There are many dangers ahead of you. Be careful. I must carry on.
Dominion soldiers are looking for something at the Fallen Esti winter site, but frost trolls hinder their progress. Frost trolls?
She's waiting.
What are frost trolls doing in Grotwood? Or soldiers, for that matter? Wait.
I'm sorry, we can't chat for long. I'm waiting for someone. Really? Then you must be the newcomer everyone's talking about. Impressive work. Tell me, were you telling the truth about Cindertail, or were you just covering for one of your fellows? Truly, I wonder if I can take your word for that. An honest thief seems a contradiction of terms. No matter. Tell me, why have you come? Is he mad? Why would he ask for such a thing? He knows the danger. Yes, I see. The treasure of Anabi could certainly be persuasive. It may be our only chance of keeping the Thalmor out of our affairs. I'll give you the key, but please, be careful. I don't want your death on my hands.
They've gone to see Shanra. If you hurry, you might catch them. You have it, yes? The treasure? A free agent. Not that it matters. Not really.
Tulara and Valier working together. Punabi, did you ever think we would see this day?
No, Shanra.
Come now, smile. Only good can come of such an auspicious alliance.
You are wise to say so, Shanra.
Such flattery. Tell me, why have you called me here?
We have a gift for you, Shanra, to show our appreciation and solidify our friendship. And I believe it has just arrived. My friend, if you would do the honors. Go on, my five-clawed friend. Show him the treasures you recovered from the tomb.
Shanra is honored. Tell me, what have you brought? Spices? Gemstones, perhaps? Wherever did you get this marvelous gem? Legend has it that Joan was struck by a bolt of light. For but a second, she turned from her twin, and overtaken by sadness, shed a single tear. Jode brushed it from her cheek, and it fell to the desert below. Joan's tear, such a beautiful gem. Of course not. A fanciful tale. This jewel was cut from a Varla stone by Azesas, greatest jeweler of the First Era. But it's a good story, isn't it? And will fetch a fine price. You do your friends credit. Such a prize deserves a fine reward. I thought you might have something in mind, seeing as you went through all the trouble of procuring this precious jewel. Name your price. Ah, clever and loyal. A rare combination. Very well. I prefer not to have the Thalmor looking over my shoulder anyhow. Instead, we will invest in Jode's chariot. Our coffers still need guarding, yes? As the hollow moon waxes, it is only fair that we balance the scales. We will invest significant capital in bolstering our esteemed protectors. Otherwise, we might find ourselves waiting in one of Valir's famous lines, no?
My good friend, you have done so much for us and asked so little in return. If all my agents were so skilled and selfless, we might bring our services to the world. With Shanra appeased, we will continue to do what we do best. While I am sure Jode's chariot will try to stop us, they will never blot us out entirely, no? Thank you, my friend. We would not be here without your help.
Welcome to Redford Trading Post. How can I assist you with your import and export needs? I can track it down for you. What was its intended destination? Ah, that crate. I checked it myself. It was making some sort of odd noise. A chirping, if I recall. It's clearly contaminated, so we threw it out in the garbage heap for disposal. It's not worth the risk to our couriers, you understand. Out in the back with other impounded shipments waiting to be destroyed. You can pick it up if you want to assume the risk, but I cannot guarantee your safety. However, it is one less thing for me to deal with, so feel free to pick it up. If the shipment isn't destroyed already, it'll be in a pile near the waterfall.
You made it. Excellent. Closer than you might think. You want to meet them? Zungog, Agalir, come meet our new friend.
No need to shout, Subon. A new recruit, eh? I hope you can keep pace. The blood will run fast and thick when the vampires attack, and I can't watch your back and mine. Gods, I hope so. But don't let Agalir hear me say it. Superstitious Redguard. I say you don't become a vampire hunter if you don't like taking risks. The more they fight, the more fun it is.
Are you ready to take the sword to these aberrations? Oblivion's own children. That's all I need to know. Anyone who tries to harm us will answer to my blade.
Looks like you've made your introductions. Time to get to work. All right. Pay close attention. I'll try to be brief, but if we don't all focus on doing our job, we're as good as dead. The vampires in this area are controlled by a single powerful vampire lord. He likely sired most of them himself. Take this bloodstone. Don't lose it. It has the power to turn water to blood and whip up a ferocious hunger in the most sated vampire. When the time is right, we're going to use it to lure the vampire lord out of his hidey hole. Listen closely. This is the plan. We're going to lay a trap in the abandoned village up the hill. Zungarg, you guard the west gate.
No one's getting by me.
Agalir, you're on the ridge by the east gate.
May the divines guide my bow.
I'll take the north. Our new friend will use the bloodstone to lay the bait in the well at the center of town.
I love this part.
Drop the bloodstone into the well. Blood will spout forth, and it'll draw the vampires out of hiding. We'll be waiting to cut them down. The vampire lord won't sit by while we thin his flock. If you see him, whistle. If everyone's ready, let's get into position.
Whoever kills the fewest bloodsuckers buys the drinks.
Don't joke, lest the divines punish your frivolity.
Look out! They're coming from the stables! I think I hear something in the old smithy. Stay sharp! Kill these things all day. They are swarming out to the longhouse. Stand firm! That's the last of them. Good work. Damn it! What went wrong? The Vampire Lord should have appeared by now. Where are Zungarg and Agalir? Everyone was in their places. The plan was working perfectly. This doesn't bode well. I'll go west and see if I can find Zungarg. You go to the east gate and look for Agalir. But keep your guard up. There's no end to vampire tricks. Oh no! Not Agalir! No, not Agalir! I'm such a fool. Clearly the Vampire Lord saw through our trap. Agalir's death is on my head. No, no body either. That's no comfort. When dealing with vampires, The lack of a body usually only means one thing. I pray I'm wrong. We need to keep looking for Zungarg. And if he's... Oh, praise Stendar! There he is! I never thought I'd be so happy to see that stupid orc in all my days.
I followed the Vampire Lord right to his lair. It's in the cave, north of town.
Quick! Follow him! Slay the Vampire Lord! For Agalir! As I feared. He's turned. You'll pay for this, vampire scum! This is it. The monster's lair. But no sign of Zungarg. This is discomforting. Keep your guard up. as I feared. He's turned. You'll pay for this, vampire scum! Meet me outside. I need to get out of here. So that's it then. The Vampire Lord is dead. As are Zungarg and Agalir. I've lost partners before, but you never get used to it. I feel responsible. I'll bury my friends. Then, I suppose I'll seek out more companions in the next vampire lair. I can't rest until this scourge is wiped from Tamriel. Zungarg and Agalir felt the same. Thank you for your help, friend.
The forest sings to me, but it is a song of sorrow. Something must be done. The wood weeps. Can you hear it too? Is that why you've come? They say all wounds heal in time. This is true, even for the Veiling Wood. Yet some wounds are more grievous than others, and if left to fester, can only bring death. The ruin of Gilvardale suffered so, and the mark left behind is one of rot and decay. Each day I carry a vessel of the waters blessed in this shrine, and feed it into that which flows into the darkened vale. Its strength will remind the earth what it once was. But my body grows weak with age, even if my resolve holds. Will you help me? Thank you. Take this vial and fill it with the waters from this basin. The water must be taken by the one who carries it. With that done, make for the falls that feed into Gilvardale and pour the water at each crest. Nature will do the rest. My son Earthenor helps me tend the shrine here, but he is young and has a young one's whim. More interested in chasing girls and hunting beasts than the worries of an old one like me. Yet his heart is kind and he is dear to me. I do not blame him.
My trusty courier! Did you have an exciting trip? Was it the import taxes again? I thought I paid those weeks ago. I was hoping that would hasten the process. My client is not exactly a patient woman, and I do not wish to upset her. Kwama? No, this is no good. I don't need that here with all my other fragile shipments. Look, can you run this out to Alex right away? She'll have your payment. And try not to stare at her. She's easily distracted.
I still can't believe it's all gone. What are we going to do? Sorry, friend. If you're here for goods, I'm afraid my supply has run dry. I was researching the Kwama in Burroot Mine, but I had to abandon everything. Even my research was left behind in that mine. Ha! You make it sound so simple. I couldn't ask you to do that. The mine is overrun with aggressive quama and packs of vicious thunderbugs. It's too dangerous. It's your neck, I guess. Burroot Mine isn't far, just at the bottom of the waterfall. But my campsite was deep inside the mine, near the bottom, where the quama nests were. That's where I left the notes. Thank you. It will mean a lot to me to have my notes back at least. Be careful. Aggravated quama are dangerous, to say nothing of the thunderbugs.
Wait, who's that? Who's over there?
You're not from the Covenant. What are you doing here? You made a terrible mistake. My fighters are exhausted.
This way, squad. Keep moving.
I can taste your delicious fear.
is pounding. I wonder if we'll ever see the commander.
Kill them all. No mercy.
By her command.
All around. This pleases me.
Bring them before her.
Aid me!
Healer!
Come to me, enter my web, join me forever.
By the Whisperer's command. Light it!
For the Whisperer. Set it ablaze! Light it up!
Closer, come closer. Embrace the darkness.
Aid me!
Blood and faith. Are you real? Metal Pop. Good thing my arm's broken.
Incorruptible creatures. You dare to defy me? I'll kill you all.
Hey, the Whispers.
I need healing!
I'm hurt!
nightmare. A nightmare. I feel so violated. Now that you've given me back my life, I have much to think about.
become
My notes? I can't believe it! I thought I'd lost these for good! You can't know what this means to me. This was my life's work. Everything I've learned in 20 years of studying Quama. I thought I was going to have to give up, find something new. Oh, thank you so much.
You there, stranger. Why are you here? Who are you? Where is my mother? She always brings the water to these falls. Oh, I see. My apologies then. She had been after me to aid her, but I saw it as her usual nagging. Maybe she really does need someone. I should go and see her. You have my thanks for the kindness you showed her. I'll tell her you kept your word.
You reek of Kwama juices. Why don't you come inside and spend some time with your Granny Alex? I'll have a hearty, chunky brain stew ready soon. Or do you like it spongy and raw? What? Oh, from that netch scab in Thoris? It's late. It's so very late. I've resorted to eating troll brains and maggot soup, and my potions have lost their delectable fetid flavor already. Of course I want it. Just pour it in the stew there, and if anything escapes, feel free to gobble it up as a tip. If you want, you can spend time with your old Granny Alex while the eggs pop and ooze into the sauce. You didn't drop a single one. I'm impressed. Come to think of it, I have been needing an apprentice. Huh? Don't care to keep company with your old granny, Alex? Or is it the smell of the boiling quama? A little too heady for your delicate sensibilities? Oh well, I'll enjoy it all for myself. I always do. Why are you still here? You like what you see, hmm? Want to spend time with your old granny, Alex, eh? Why? You need something, eh? A tonic for your itchy bumps, a salve for your sore nethers, an unguent for critters in your hair? So, you didn't come to see your old granny Alex to sit on her lap and hear a story? Didn't want to play count the warts, eh? I might have a couple scraps I could sell, but they could be cheaper if you knew how to make an old lady's teeth tingle.
You are the one I seek. Greetings. My benefactor wishes to speak to you about a matter that could affect the fate of our world. If my benefactor wished to discuss details in the open, why send a messenger? The matter is for your ears only. A passenger cabin in the interim suitor down at the docks. Do not tarry. Aetherius is a deep, dark, and endless sea. Endless, too, are the secrets of magic and its myriad forms and expressions.
The Black Sap Rebellion is all but gone. I heard the Vine Dusk Rangers used a mercenary to shut them down.
I hate clutter, mess, and chaos. That's why I make and sell bags. So handy to keep things in. You look like someone who needs a bag. Perhaps a sack, purse, or parcel? A sabretash, knapsack, or satchel? Medicine bag, messenger bag, bindle, or haversack? Or just a backpack? You decide. I'll be here.
Welcome to the Eldenroot Mages Guild Hall. Impressive, yes? Makes the one in Firsthold look like something of a broom closet. Don't repeat that. How can I help you? The Mages Guild is dedicated to the pursuit of wisdom and knowledge. While others scramble for wealth and power, we seek learning of all kinds, especially magical. Might you be interested in becoming a docent? Docents discover and bring us rare tomes and scrolls. Through their efforts, our libraries grow. In exchange, a docent is entitled to purchase items restricted to guild members. Docents may also be offered occasional special tasks. A wise decision. I hereby grant you the rank of Student in the Mages Guild, with all the responsibilities and privileges thereto. Every book acquired or collection of books completed will now earn you status within the guild. Good luck.
Over here, Initiate. Greetings. I have a message for you from Velast, Mistress of Incunabula. Indeed. She has a task for you. You'll want to speak with her as soon as you can. Velast awaits you at the Guild Hall in Davin's Watch, along the eastern coast of Stonefalls. Of course. What can I tell you? The Mistress of Incunabula for the Guild, the Keeper of Tomes. She's the Guild's most accomplished lore master, second only really to Guildmaster Vanus himself. I don't, but she usually tries to offer new guildmates a chance to prove themselves. As you might imagine, she's keenly interested in acquiring new books for the lore library. Maybe she's got a lead on a trove of tomes?
Keeping myself busy here.
This one acknowledges the limitations of placing the guild hall in this great tree. It is hard to reach. Trucking supplies in could be more difficult, this one supposes, but not by much.
I don't have time for those who have no desire to cleanse Tamriel of the filth infesting it from oblivion. And the whole undead thing, it is both relatively new and entirely undesired. Unless you've a desire to join the guild, that is. You should join up. Our new guildmaster is an Argonian woman, sees all colors. She has us working to a singular purpose, hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. Those enormous chains descending from the sky. A passage opens to oblivion and Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside. I don't know who started calling them Daedric anchors, but it fits. Good question. We train our members in special techniques. The higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. Sees All Colors herself might even have a task for you someday. Then let me be the first to officially welcome you as a comrade in arms of the Fighters Guild. Go out there and take the fight to the Daedra. Oh, hello. I always have time for guild members. How may I be of assistance?
I don't think we've met, comrade. I handle all special contracts involving the Worm Cult. Dark anchors are everybody's problem, no matter your political leanings. I have an available contract if you'd like a taste of real Fighters Guild work. Volcanic activity has our Stonefalls chapter second-guessing reports of dark anchors. They say nothing is out of the ordinary. I'm not willing to take any chances. Destroy any dark anchors you find in Stonefalls.
Once you ask us to store an item of yours, our guarantee is that nobody will ever touch it again. Except for you, usually.
I might go there to see for myself.
If she was there, but they marched out, left the city completely undefended.
General Indare is a hero. There's no way she'd abandon Haven to pirates.
captured the point! Curse them! They've captured the point!
Grab the new capture point!
Point! They've captured it!
Your point has moved. Capture point has moved.
Outstanding. We have secured the point. Impossible. They have seized the point.
Capture itself! have secured the point! Outstanding! We have secured the point!
By Stendhal, the capture point has moved!
The point! They've captured it! Stendhal, curse them! They've captured the point!
Grab the new capture point!
Stendhal, curse them! They've captured the point!
By Stendhal, the capture point has moved!
We have secured the point! The point! They've captured it! Stendhal, curse them! They've captured the point! Stendhal is with us! We've captured the point! Swiftly now! The capture point has moved! point has moved. That new point won't capture itself.
We seized the point.
Swiftly now. The capture point has moved.
Impossible! They have seized the point! They have seized the point!